Today's September 9th, 2025, and there's been some earthquakes off the coast of Oregon. Let's have a look so that we can all see it for ourselves. And it's coming out here from the Daily Mail. It says, multiple earthquakes strike off Oregon coast with the strongest reaching nearly 6 magnitude. A 5.8 magnitude earthquake struck off the coast of Oregon late Monday, followed by a swarm of smaller quakes that continued into Tuesday. The article continues, the U.S. Geological Survey reported that the first tremor at 10:30 p.m. local time, about 102 miles west-southwest of Port Orford. At least 5 additional quakes have been recorded in the same area, the strongest measuring a 4.9 magnitude. This event is identified as the potential main shock of an earthquake sequence, the USGS said in its notice of the original larger quake. The agency estimated a 6% chance that one or more aftershocks stronger than magnitude 5 could strike in the next week, powerful enough to cause damage. Smaller tremors are more likely, with as many as 50 aftershocks of magnitude 3 or higher expected, strong enough to be felt in the region. One such tremor, a 3.1 magnitude quake, struck at 1:05 a.m. local time on Tuesday. The Oregon coast sits along Cascadia subduction zone, where the Juan de Fuca plate pushes beneath the North American plate. This fault system produces frequent small offshore tremors and carries the risk of massive destructive earthquakes. Scientists have long warned that the zone is overdue for a catastrophic event. Here you see right here in the photo the fault line going along Washington, Oregon, California, which could be disastrous, they say, if these earthquakes were to continue. Now the article continues and it says in April, researchers at Virginia Tech found that an 8.0 magnitude or higher quake along the Cascadia subduction zone combined with rising sea levels would cause coastal land to sink up to 6.5 feet within 30 minutes of a major tremor. They determined that an earthquake of magnitude 8.0 or higher combined with rising sea levels could cause coastal land to sink up to 6.5 feet within 30 minutes. The most severe effects would be in southern Washington, northern Oregon, and northern California, some of the region's most densely populated areas. This event would result in a significant expansion of the coastal floodplain in areas with a 1% chance of flooding each year, increasing it from 35 square miles to 116 square miles. And such an event would expand the coastal floodplain from 35 to 116 square miles, it continues to say, placing an additional 14,350 residents, 22,500 structures, and 777 miles of roadway at risk. So there you have it, guys. There's been some earthquakes over here off the coast of Oregon, and they say it might continue. So if you live in those areas or regions, you might want to be careful and take precautions. Be careful if you're in the area. And to continue, I have another headline, and this is also coming from the Daily Mail. This headline is on Israel bombs Hamas leaders in Qatar. Furious Doha condemns cowardly strike as Middle East power keg threatens to explode. And we have a short clip to view for that.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Sana hindi bumami yung kotse. What is it?
And there you have it, guys. Israel has bombed Hamas leaders in Qatar. From what we see in this video clip, they have been largely affected. Now let's continue back on the article. It says Israel carried out unprecedented strikes on Qatar, targeting Hamas senior leadership in a move that threatens to further destabilize the Middle East. Huge billows of smoke could be seen rising above the Qatari capital of Doha on Tuesday, while videos showed people running for cover during Israeli airstrikes. The IDF said that it and the Israel security agency Shin Bet had conducted a precise strike targeting the senior leadership of Hamas, while Doha condemned the cowardly attack, described as a flagrant violation of all international law. The Israel military insisted that measures were taken in order to mitigate harm to civilians and vowed to continue to operate to defeat the Hamas terrorist organization. A senior Israeli official told Israeli media the attack was aimed at top Hamas leaders, including Khalil al-Hayya, its Gaza chief. Qatar said that the strikes had targeted residential homes of Hamas officials. Now, this is coming out, and this happened within the last 24 hours, and the people of the area of Doha are being affected largely by this. As we see, they're trying to help and send people, but from what we understand, and there is not enough help currently. Article continues to say Doha immediately condemned this cowardly attack, and you see how bad it was from the photos and the video we just saw. My prayers are with everyone who is affected by this. Move on to the last headline. On the Jeffrey Epstein, you thought it was over, but it's not. Things just keep continuing to push their way out onto the media and the outlets. And this one is Jeffrey Epstein's assistant met Prince Andrew and sat on Queen Elizabeth's throne during visit to Buckingham Palace, Ghislaine Maxwell's birthday book claims. It goes on to say a former assistant of Jeffrey Epstein claims she met Prince Andrew and sat on Queen Elizabeth's throne at Buckingham Palace. The unnamed woman made the revelations in the disgraced financier's 50th birthday book, which was compiled by Ghislaine Maxwell in 2003. She lavishly praises the convicted pedophile and how he changed her life from a 22-year-old divorcee hotel restaurant hostess to being jetted off to exotic places around the globe and rubbing shoulders with royalty and celebrities. In the assistance section of the 238-page tome titled My First 50 Years, she boasts of how she has seen the private quarters of Buckingham Palace and sat on the Queen of England's throne. She accompanied her glowing tribute with pictures of herself, including one where she is posing in the crab position wearing a bikini. She ends the note with, "What else can I say but," before an image is seen of a man putting his hand down the back of a woman's trousers with "Thank you" written underneath. The section also includes a acrostic note to Epstein using his first name, as well as images of a scantily clad woman on a beach with a handwritten message. "And thought you might like some bikini shots. Bye bye. XXX." Now, this is some extra information coming out based on Ghislaine Maxwell. It says birthday book that she has released. And these are just some stills here from the book, some memoirs, in addition to everything else we've known about this. I don't know about you, but it seems that every day or every week there's new information coming out regarding Epstein and all that has occurred. I don't know. Do you guys think there will ever be an end to this? I'm not sure. Well, that's all there is for today, and I hope you had a great day. Feel free to like, comment, or subscribe. Why not? It's totally free.